Hello, everyone. Trust your well and your families. This is Leadership Talk with Adegoke, episode 105. Yes, 105. It's a pleasure to be here once again to add value. I'm sure you've been blessed by our past episodes, and this promises to be exceptional. We're looking at leadership and blue ocean strategy. Leadership and blue ocean strategy. Basically, when we talk about blue ocean, it's when you build a product uh, that will add value to your customers, in an area where it's untapped, an area that is untapped, and you begin to dominate that space. Basically, it's such an interesting, topic, because all over the world right now, there's so much anxiety, and people are looking for new opportunities. And I must tell you that the Netflix of this world, the Amazons, the Google, the Apple, they had to create a product and that would attract people. They were newbies in that area, and the lead competition, and they've continued to raise the bar. But red ocean basically is, when you build a product and you operate in an already existing market. And so, the context of leadership: how can leadership show up and adopt or adapt in this very turbulent environment? So, one of the things that we need to do now is, innovate and be more creative. I would want to say that Blue Ocean encourages us to think beyond our existing industry boundaries. You need to think outside the box. In fact, there's no box anymore. So create a unique market space. Create a unique market space. Um, and number two, take more risk. You pursue a blue ocean strategy by venturing into uncharted territory. Into uncharted territory. This podcast is one of the ways that we've tried to, you know, take more risk, because prior to now we just had our courses online, but the podcast is reaching nations, is adding value, both locally and globally. So blue ocean strategy is the way to go. Take calculated risk, stepping away from traditional industry norms and challenging the status quo. Yes, I repeat, challenging the status quo. Um, because there's so many businesses that are out there, but they don't have all the answers. Number three, to take on blue ocean strategy, you also need to have a visionary leadership, um, which requires a clear vision of how you want to differentiate your product or service in the market. What's your unique selling proposition? How are you going to position yourself? The niche market. So effective leaders basically, uh, they move towards creating value in such a way that it resonates with customers. Uh, Customers, and they stand out in the market. So, how are you going to stand out in the market? How do you want to position yourself to stand out in the marketplace as a leader? Yeah. So the opportunities out there, but how are you going to position yourself? And the fourth point really is to have a market focus. Um, I strongly believe in the acronym FOCUS, focus. Follow on course until successful. I show up as a leadership coach, trainer, and speaker, and I follow that course. I've been adding value in that space. Thankfully, we're generating momentum. So I must say that it's very important. Also, value innovation. Instead of competing based on price alone, uh, compete based on value. What value are you building? Are you bringing, rather, into the marketplace? So people are looking for ways to reduce cost right now. Right now, companies are looking for value rather than just pricing. It's not just about the price, but the value that you bring into the market. So, what are the benefits of choosing a blue ocean strategy? Number one, reduce competition. You have reduced competition. You have less competitors because you are not operating in an existing market. As a leader, you are operating in a new area, so the opportunities are huge. So you have less competition from established players. Number two, brand differentiation. You differentiate your brand. Leaders who successfully execute a blue ocean strategy can create a distinctive brand identity. Leadership Talk with Adegoke. Um, we're adding value in that space. We also have courses, by the way, on Udemy: world-class customer service, fundamentals of business etiquette, professional selling skills. So you differentiate your brand. Um, then number three, innovation culture. Um, innovation culture. Implementing a blue ocean strategy is very important, and it can lead to a continuous creativity within, um, the organization, within your organization. So you have a constant pipeline of products that are being churned out to add value to your niche. Then number five, it's market creation. Leaders who drive a blue ocean strategy have a potential to create a new market demand rather than simply relying on the existing market. And also, the other benefits of blue ocean strategy is sustainable growth. Momentum, John C. Maxwell says, momentum is a leader's best friend. So you want to create momentum and sustainable growth, not just to hit the market in such a big way. Consistency compounds. Build it up gradually. It will be 20% today, 30% tomorrow, 5%, but just make sure you're doing something to build it up and sustainable growth. And so I think with this point, I just want to do a recap. What are the benefits of a blue ocean strategy? You have reduced competition, you have sustainable growth, you have higher profit margins because your brand is differentiated, and also market creation. Value is top on the agenda. So this is a time for us to move into new markets, uncharted territories, and begin to speak in that environment and begin to create products that will attract customers in that space. Because obviously there's so many opportunities out there, and like I said, companies like Netflix, Apple, Tesla, so you find that they showed up, you know, they showed up, and they're winning big time. So I would like to say that for a leader, any leader right now, it's time to show up and show up big time. Adopt the blue ocean strategy, move into uncharted territories, add value, and there's so much we can do. And I believe also you can also collaborate. Um, don't shy away from taking risk. A risk, your risk appetite, you should try and grow it. Obviously, be generous in terms of your mindset. Don't be very stingy with your mind and think that when you hoard information, as we're showing up right now, we're moving into uncharted territories, and people have been listening into our podcast from Dubai, you know, uh, the US, Canada, all over Africa, and so it's a privilege to show up again just to add value on leadership and blue ocean strategy. I hope you've been able to get some value. And please feel free to share this podcast with your friends. It might, be what someone out there needs to turn around their business. So on this segment again of Leadership Talk with Adegoke, it's been a good one. This is episode 105, Leadership and Blue Ocean Strategy. Thank you for tuning in. Have a great day. And please follow us on our social media platforms, LinkedIn, Instagram, and Facebook, as well as YouTube.